I've been getting more than one request on how to fan a pack of cards with one hand or just the whole deck, like this, or just the whole deck with one hand. So I'll go over that pretty quickly. It's not that difficult as you may think it is. This is the standard grip for how you hold it. I'm trying to get in here. Let me do this slow so I can process how it works. Alright, put your thumb like right about, if there were, you see how there's like a square on a bicycle pack of cards, you want to put your thumb like right in this, near this corner, and your fingers any natural position as long as it's like from here down. Most people say hold it like this, like on an angle. I say as long as it's comfortable and your thumb's there, it really doesn't matter. I guess like if you want to do like a wide spread, then yeah, start like that. But if you want to just do a quick one, it really doesn't matter where your fingers are on the bottom. When I'm done, I'm just pinching the cards like this with like, I'm just using my thumb and index finger to really hold all of it together. So all you do is you have your thumb there, and these fingers go on the bottom comfortably. Use a new pack of cards, because like this should be almost completely white. If it's brown and dirty, it probably won't work as good when you're first trying it out. But also, if it's a brand new pack of cards, you have a likely chance that they'll slip out of your hand. So just don't worry about that. Get used to it. And then once you learn it, it will be really simple. So you have your thumb here. And these fingers are naturally over here. Just your index in your middle. And this hand comes over, grips the cards like so, with the middle fingers on top, pinky on the bottom, keep the balance. And this finger, which will be doing all the spreading, and all you're doing is really literally just spreading the cards with your finger. And I'm holding it fairly tight to try to show this demonstration. But if your hands are loose, if you're holding the pack pretty loosely, then it's going to look like a cleaner fan, as opposed to if you're gripping on really tight and trying to spread everything, see everything jumped apart. But if you're nice and loose, it's going to be a clean, pretty, evenly spaced out fan. So this is one of those things where you have to just watch and study like perfect placement, like where's this hand coming, what's the speed of the fan when he does it. Normally when I do it, my finger comes across like the top of this part of the deck again, just to get like those final few cards spread out. On bottom, it's just spreading. It's really hard to do like a tutorial like this, because it seems like common sense to me, almost to the point where you guys should be able to do this fairly easily. Trying to break down the move as much as I can. When I do it, like some people will keep their middle fingers up top and still spread through. That's like pretty uncomfortable, so I just use my finger. Like I can just bring one finger in and up on top of the cards and spread through the deck and make a nice fan. So just keep practicing that. Oh, and the way that this fan is closing by itself is just because when I do this and I fan the cards, here's what my fingers are doing. They're just scurrying through. Like the pinky's going down, this finger's going down, and middle finger's coming down. So it's just all coming down, index fingers pushing up, and then just bring it all together like this. So fan through the cards. This finger's the only one that's bent down. These ones should be balancing the cards. And just spread through, lift up, and just rotate them all back into your hand. So when you're doing it, you can get to the point where it's just like one quick shoot and they're all caught up. It's one of those small things again where it's not necessary. Like you could easily have this, bring the fingers over, but it's just one of those pretty things that looks magical, but it's nothing too special really. A spectator will notice when you're doing this. So again, you have your fingers down like here somewhere comfortably, and the thumb's in this corner. Got them squared up and just spread through. The looser these fingers are, the better it will be, but you still just need it. I think the only finger that should be a little tense is your thumb. These fingers should be like loose as possible, and then your thumb just pushing up against the deck. And then crawl, still crawling until it's back into your hand. Now for the one-handed fans, all it is practice doing this with half the deck, because this may be too much for you people with small hands. So practice with half the deck, maybe even quarter of the deck, and all it is, I'll start with half. So you're holding the cards like this, in this position, with your index finger on top, pinky on the bottom, standard, just like how we've been doing all along, except your thumb's over here holding positions. And these fingers are going to hold the deck in balance so your thumb can easily rotate. And you bring it over to the bottom of the deck, trying to like touch your pinky. And what you're doing is you go touch your pinky, and then your index finger moves out of the way, and now all you're doing is your thumb's going up, and these fingers are going down. So thumb's going up, and these fingers are going down. Just try to make as big as a fan as you can. So you're holding it like this. Your thumb comes over here, grabs the deck, thumb goes up, keeps going up, all while the other cards are spreading down. Just like that. Yeah, I'll do it from this angle. Pinky goes up, down, thumb's going up, thumb's going up. It's hard. It's another one of those hard to do in slow motion kind of things. So thumb's going up, spreading, trying to make a curve in the cards. See how it's curved like that? Because if it's going to be a boring, straight kind of thing like this, opposed to some more along the lines of that could be a lot cleaner. Opposed to that, like a half moon, it's going to really be a lot better, because then when you get this one in here, you do the same motion, spread, 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 spread as much as you can. You're going through and you can riffle these cards together. Oops, like that, and like that. You want to go, when you do this, you want to go against the cards. Like you wouldn't pet a cat upwards, so you go with the cards, and they always talk about make this S, like make this shape when you're ending. And then all you do to close it is these fingers bring them up, and this thumb brings these cards together, and then these, like this hand in the middle, and this thumb support the middle of the pack. So these fingers are bringing the pack up, these fingers are bringing the pack down, and you just have to square it up.